Well, a very warm welcome to the September edition of our Market Wrap. My name's Simon Pintado from the Buxton Real Estate Group. Let's get stuck into it. What a fantastic month in terms of auction clearance rates and properties sold. Industry average, 81% for auction clearance rates. Buxton Bentleigh ran at 94% for the entire month of September, which is fantastic. We're finding that there's strong demand, particularly across the McKinnon school zone, due to the fact that stock levels are down 20% this time by comparison to last year. So there is actually 20% less properties coming to market than there has been on average for the last couple of years, but more particularly last year. And therefore, as it seems, less property, higher demand, higher auction clearance rates, and everything that we have coming onto the market is selling and selling really well with a great number of bidders at our auctions. For the July quarter itself, they've just come out with the stats. There was 5% growth for the July quarter. For September alone, there was a 2.3% growth just in Melbourne, which now obviously we have surpassed Sydney in terms of growth, which is fantastic. Where will it stop? Who knows, but certainly a fantastic time for the Melbourne property market. Well, once again, there were some super results. Let's talk about the best ones for the month. First one was number 1 Blackshaw Street in Ormond. Basically a land value sale. That property sold under the hammer for almost $2,820 per square metre, sold for $1,668,000. We had number 10 Lewis Street in McKinnon. That was a vacant block of land, sold same day for $1,688,000. Just last week, we put number 12 Jean Street in McKinnon to bed. That was a property that wasn't even on the market. You wouldn't know about it. A beautiful little weatherboard Californian bungalow on just over 600 square metres. We sold that property for $1.7 million without any marketing, without any board. We also had number 12 Buckingham Avenue in Bentleigh. That was a big block of land, about 780 square metres, again in the school zone. That was a property that sold for $1.86 million. Crazy, some of these figures for land. And we also had number 2 Logan Avenue in Ormond, a brand new record now for a townhouse in the McKinnon school zone. That sold for $1.96 million for a townhouse, once again in the McKinnon school zone. So some fantastic results for the month of September. As I said a little bit earlier, less stock levels means that we are having such huge demand for every single property that's come on the market. In local news, there has been a lot happening on the development front. Obviously, the train line going underground, that has been something that, in my opinion, has been absolutely amazing to watch. Probably very frustrating for local residents, but certainly something that is going to have a positive effect on values of homes, particularly in the surrounding areas. One thing that I have had a lot of questions around is the proposal of that 13-storey development at the Ormond train station and whether or not that is going to have an effect on the value of properties in the interim or into the short-term future. Look, it's hard to comment. I think it's something that we can talk about a little bit further on down the track, perhaps when something is set in stone or perhaps when we actually know what's going to be happening with it. I can understand the frustration from a lot of local residents, though, being kept in the dark. It's something that is, in my own personal opinion, something that is a little bit out of the box and probably something that will, how do I put it, not fit into the 3204 postcode being such a big development. However, nothing has been approved yet. It is all in talking, so to speak, and it's something that I'll come back to you on with a bit more information when it comes a little bit closer to it. But pushing forward now into the month of October, it is a fantastic month for the Buxton Real Estate Group. We are gold class sponsors of the National Breast Cancer Foundation, and every single sale that we have, a portion of the commission actually goes towards raising money for the NBCF. So as I said, we're gold class sponsors. We've got the mutual goal of 0 deaths by 2030. It's a very worthy cause, and you'll see us wearing pink jackets and pink suits and things like that over the month of October. So please get to our auctions, come and support a fantastic cause. A lot of people know somebody that has had cancer or has been affected by a horrible disease. So get around it. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Simon Pintado from the Buxton Real Estate Group, and I'm really excited to come back to you next month with another update. I'll see you then.